Welcome back to Daybreak. It is 13 minutes past 7. The National Disability Policy Steering Committee is inviting the public to provide feedback on the draft policy. And we're here to share more and what the draft policy aims to accomplish. Sherry Smith, who is the director of the Sunrise Center, and Leonardo Bodden, who is a person with a disability. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Good morning.
Leo, I'd like to start with you. Can you tell me about some of the challenges you've faced in terms of being here, having a disability, and not having some sort of protection policy really there available to you?
When it comes to like job and stuff, you know, like it's difficult for certain people that who can't get no job and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure that who can get the job to get job, you know, and make sure they got the rights to have the right job they want, whatever, you know. And I feel to say as no, like I feel as no. Look badly for our community who, you know, like can't get no job and this, you know. But I try to work with them, you know, make them feel how I feel about it, and, you know, stuff like that. So I just want to make sure everybody got the rights to get job and stuff like that, you know.
What's the experience been like being on that committee and being able to have a voice?
A voice. To have a voice, for me, to feel how I feel about the voice, not really too sure.
In terms of how has it been to be a member and coming to the meetings and working on the policy, how does that?
Oh,
how's that
make me feel? Okay, that make me feel proud.
Yeah.
You know, feel good about it. You know, feel nice about it.
Sherry, why is it important that the public pay attention to what this draft policy says and have their input?
Okay. It's important because, as Leonardo has shared, you know, there's an assumption that everybody has equal rights and access to services and provisions equally, and it unfortunately is not so. And so this policy will help address some of that. And it's not just for persons who are currently living with disabilities, but it's for our whole society, because we all have to embrace it. And, you know, we never know what's around the corner. And I've had people who have expressed that, you know, they've had a stroke, they've been laid off their job, and now they don't have health care, you know, access. Where do they go? Right. And unfortunately, you know, we don't have all the things in place to protect those, you know. So it's really, we really want everyone in the community to come out, because for us to really make this change is going to take everybody, you know, changing their mindset. You know, you have the blue spot with the parking, you know, disabled parking, you know. Everyone needs to respect that, and you still have people who don't, and because they're like, oh, well, I don't see someone with disability, so we don't have that many people here, so why do they have to have all those spots? And, you know, so there's an assumption that you have to see the person who, you know, see the physical disability, and that's not necessarily so.
The idea is that this policy, you mentioned things like healthcare, we've talked about employment, education, independence, and making sure that people with disabilities are not taken advantage of, that they're protected.
Exactly. And the other arm of this, you know, or the policy process is that we have a legal subcommittee who is reviewing the previous legal report that was done to make sure that it is in line with various current laws that have come in place. For example, our Constitution was rewritten after that report was done. Right. So we are making sure that, you know, things are in line with that, as well as other laws that may not have been considered when reviewing the legal stuff, like the, you know, the organ transplant. So we need protecting the rights again. So in addition to the policy, we will also have a legal report that comes out, which will provide the guidelines for law, you know, as well as the formation of the committee that's going to be the watchdog for this policy.
Well, that's what's important. There needs to be a policy and then somebody enforcing it. We're looking at on your screen right there, these are when the meetings are being held. The first one is tonight in Cayman. If you're watching in the Sister Islands, that's at the Aston Ruddy Center. Monday at Mary Miller Hall. Wednesday at Sir John A. Cumber out in West Bay. The following Monday out at in Bodden Town at the James Bodden Town Hall, and then happen Wednesday the 16th. That's going to be at Clifton Hunter High School. And I just want to reiterate, Sherry, it's do not think I don't have a disability or my family member doesn't have a disability, so this doesn't apply to me,
Exactly.
right? This is everyone. This is for the community. It's important to everyone.
Everyone, yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for inviting us.